Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start my video on reading My Physical TBR. My TBR shelf is packed to the brim, so we really need to tackle a lot of books. The book I am currently reading off my shelf is At the Water's Edge. I am just over the third of the way through, and my goal is to finish this book today. I'm also currently reading The Call of the Wild, which is, I'm 1/5 of the way through, and this one should only take me a day to read as well. It's got gigantic font, and it's only, I think it's under 300 pages, so my goal is to finish these 2 books today, and then I can pick out another book off My Physical TBR to read, and I will show you that in a minute, how packed to the brim it is. So I've been reading for a good chunk of the day, and I have 50 pages left of At the Water's Edge. I'm gonna finish this one today, and then I'm gonna start working on Call of the Wild, because I really want to pick out a new book for today, and I still need to show you how chock full my TBR is. It is a little bit ridiculous. I need to slow my roll on purchasing books, but that's where we're at, and let's see if in the next half hour I can finish up the last 50 pages of this. Okay, I just finished reading At the Water's Edge, enjoyed it, gave it like 3.5 stars, and now I am working on The Call of the Wild. I think I'm about a little over halfway through. This should really not take me that much longer. The font in this is gigantic. Every other page has a picture. I'm gonna finish this tonight, and then I get to pick out another book off my TBR. Let me show you my TBR shelf, because it is jam-packed right now. Okay, here is my TBR shelf. It is jam-packed. My sister just borrowed me these 2 Allie Hazelwood books. The 3 books over here I just recently bought, as well as there's a bunch more books that I just recently bought from a used bookstore. There's my April TBR, which we'll pick something from next to read, but it is jam-packed right now, and we need to make some progress on this, so let's do some more reading. Okay, I just finished The Call of the Wild. It was interesting. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but now I'm going to pick another book off of my TBR stack. Let me see which one I want. Okay, I'm going to start Tom Lake. This one's been on my shelf for a little bit, and it is also a borrowed book, so I want to start it and return it. And this one is just over 300 pages, so it should be a pretty quick read. But let's start on that one. Okay, so it is about 9:30 on a Sunday, and I am working on reading My Physical TBR. I'm currently reading, you can't even see that. I'm currently reading Tom Lake. I just took the dust jacket off just because it's easier to read it without the dust jacket on. I'm gonna read for like 30 minutes, journal, and then head to bed. So I'm not asleep too late on a work night. I'm trying to get into a better sleep routine, so let's read for a little bit and journal, and then hopefully fall asleep at a decent time. So it is over halfway through the month of April, and I wanted to do a little reading update. So I have read quite a few books. I think I'm up to 10 books that I've finished so far in April. However, I have not made a lot of progress on my TBR. The book I'm currently reading is, where's the title? Oh, there it is. Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. I think I'm about, 100 pages in? I am only 87 pages in to that book, and I've been reading it for a while. It's the type of book that just takes me a really long time to read. It's more of a literary fiction book. It's, I think, a book about family. We are not doing a very good job filming today, but so where was I? Got interrupted. So I'm 80 pages into Tom Lake. That book is, I think I was saying, it's a literary fiction. It's giving me similar vibes to The Latecomer, and I didn't really love that book. It just is not a book for me. So we'll see if this gets better. I have a really hard time DNFing books, and I really do want to read it. I just feel like it's a genre that it takes me longer to read, so I've been kind of stuck on that, and I've been reading books on my Kindle. I've finished like 2 books in the time that I've started that, and the book that I've started on my Kindle right now is What the River Knows, because I'm very excited to read that book. I've kind of seen it around online, and it just seems like a book that's interesting, like my type of book. And then the other physical book that I think I'm going to start a little bit tonight is Finale. This is on my April TBR, and I really want to get through this last book in a series. I think there's like a novella that I'll probably pick up at some point and read, but this is like the last book in the main book in the series, so I want to get through that. And it's another book on my April TBR, just because I feel like I'm not making a lot of progress, because I got not stuck with, but like the book that I picked up to read next on my TBR is just one that I know will take me longer. So I think I'm going to just alternate, read a little bit of that when I'm feeling up to it in a very reading mood, and then fill in with a nice young adult fantasy that I know is a little bit more speedy and I can move through at a quicker pace. So I'm going to start this one tonight, probably update all my Goodreads stuff and see what progress I can make, and I will check in the morning. I realized I did not film an outro for my reading my TBR, and I kind of wrapped up filming that in April, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time with my next video. Bye.